The great thing about Singapore is that it is a very green city, it's a very open city, very modern. Also when it comes down to the belief of the development of smart cities, then Singapore is one of the most advanced digital cities you can find in the world, where a lot of people don't know about. It's very forward-looking, so you experience that very well there. With the finish of the last two projects we did in Singapore, we have now built 4 projects in Singapore, and we wanted to give you a tour. Amfi and Shenton is on Shenton Way, and it's a very busy road in the city, and we had to rethink an existing site with a fantastic strip where we could build a quite dense building on, but in the same time we had to not make the site too massive, so that's why we split the office from the residential tower and created quite a bold texture for the project, whereby you can see it from a larger distance. So it's having quite an interesting expression from quite nearby and far away as well. Scott's Tower is based on the idea of creating neighborhoods in the sky. The idea of the neighborhoods is related to the different layouts of the apartment, but it is also related to the way how these different layouts and different clusters in the building can connect. The people who live there can connect themselves with different amenities in the building, and that is related to the internal organization of the building. But what is interesting is that you can see it also on the outside of the building. You can see that each neighborhood is having its own balcony type, and the way how we express that in the building organization, but also on the outside. There is a huge difference between a standard campus, like we know them from Oxford or Princeton, because most of the faculty buildings are placed in a park where you have to walk a long distance in order to go to one department. So what we did here different than the traditional campus model was to make a compact site with only a few buildings quite closely connected to each other, whereby in each building the engineering department, the architectural department, the product design department would all meet in one building, so that they could exchange ideas and knowledge, and that they could socialize with each other and they would get to know each other. That was one of our first projects in Singapore, and Atmore Park is actually, for me, a very special project, simply because you have very beautiful apartments, 2 of them linked to both sides of the city. And each apartment is having a full panorama. And another thing was that, in my opinion, the building really looks like a residential building, like villas in the sky. You cannot compare it to many other buildings you see, because a lot of these residential buildings have an expression of only glass, and that's what we wanted to avoid, particularly in this building.